Thanks for coming out on a beautiful Friday afternoon. Excited to announce a 5-year extension for Brad Berry. I know that, as I said in our comments on the release, that that was one of the first things I wanted to make sure that we were looking at as we came in administratively, was that knowing that Coach Berry was going to be going into his last year of his contract, it was incredibly important that we solidified and stabilized this program so that we can think forward and make sure that we can still build on what this coaching staff's already been able to do, and hoping that they can do in the next 3, 4, 5 years.
In your time here, what made you confident that Brad was the guy who wanted to sign long term?
Sometimes, you look back and you look historically, and certainly there's not many coaches that of the 60 in the country that have won a national title. So start with that. And so that was exciting for me coming in. But I think, I wanted to make sure as we got here, we had a connection. And I think from the moment I got here, I felt like, we were going to be a great partnership, if you will. And that's what it is, a partnership. I've got to help all of our programs, hockey and everyone included, to try to be the best they can be. And so I don't know, we hit it off right away, and just excited we were able to get this done.
How much research did you do before you got here on Brad? How much did you know about him before you got here? Did you find out a lot once you got here?
Yeah, I've been, I've said this a couple times that I've secret shopped a little bit. UND, having been at Eastern for those 5 years, and again, that, how should I say this? UND was my favorite Big Sky hockey team because, right, it was the only one, and so I always made sure and kept up and kept tabs on what was transpiring on the hockey landscape, and I just thought that the team progressed well. Obviously, Coach Hackstall, lots of credit to what he was able to do prior to Brad, but having been a player here, an assistant here, obviously an NHL player, he's got a world of experience for our student athletes, and beyond that, he's a good man.
You mentioned that this was a priority. Now that it's done, how big of a relief is that to have him kind of locked up in that fight?
Yeah, I mean, if you look at it broadly, it just maybe to some degree was ironic that Brad was going into his last year, and it just happened to be, our men's hockey program that needed to be attended to. But, there's a lot of things that we need to worry about and look at, especially with all of our other programs, making the move into the Summit League and then going, obviously, into the Missouri Football Conference in 2020. So all that to be said, it does feel good that we've kind of checked this off, if you will. But now really the work begins, right? I mean, you continue to roll your sleeves up, and we've got to get after it each and every day.
When working on the details of the contract, did you look at other college hockey contracts that have been signed, or how did you? I did. I think you look at the landscape, and I think the best, probably the fairest way to say it is, I think prior to this contract extension, Brad was in the second quartile of coaches. I think from a dollars and cents standpoint, and now he'll be in the first quartile. And I think that's where UND hockey obviously is and should be. And so we're excited, given what he's been able to do, certainly in his years as a head coach here, was well deserving moving forward for the next 5. What were your thoughts on getting this taken care of for the next 5 years?
Well, obviously extremely excited and very grateful and honored to continue on to be the head coach at North Dakota. It's a very special place for myself and my family. Came down here in 1983 as a player, and to continue the path on as a coach, very humbled and honored. I want to thank President Kennedy. I want to thank our athletic director, Bill Chaves. I want to thank Chris McGarry and the Engelstead family for their continued support. And it says a lot, the support and the direction that our program, where it's been, where it's going to go. And again, I'm very thankful to be here this day to be a part of it going forward.
How nice is it knowing that men's hockey was a priority of Bill Chaves as soon as he came in, to make sure he gets the head coach and puts a lot of money into the hockey program? Well,
I think that's the way that Bill has run his program at Eastern Washington, and now here at North Dakota. He did a lot of amazing things in Eastern Washington, and to do what he did here, that's very special. In saying that, he's going to do special things for other programs too on campus here. So again, like I said, I'm very excited about going forward and working with Bill. in a short amount of time here, he's done a lot of great things, and look forward to continuing to build that relationship and win championships here at North Dakota.
Now that this is kind of locked down, what's kind of the next step, or is it maybe a relief knowing that you can now hit the road recruiting and kind of just get right back into it?
Well, I think the first thing is it knows that there's continuity and sustainability within our group, and when I mean that, it's just not me. It's our coaching staff, it's our current players, it's our future recruits. Obviously the news has been just a few hours now since it's come out, and our phone is blowing up by future North Dakota players coming to our program that are excited about continuing on coming here. So sustainability is a big thing, and again, we really look forward to the years ahead.
Are there parameters for the assistant coaches in the contract too, or is that separate?
Yeah, they're tied together. Again, that's one of the things that I wanted to make sure of, is that we want to keep our coaches here, and gratefully through President Kennedy and Mr. Chaves and the Engelstad family, that it's becoming very attractive for coaches to stay here at North Dakota.